Hello everyone, Ali here. So I've got some Chrono updates for you. First of all, it's beta month, so that's really exciting. And just last week, we had some of our alpha testers get into a beta build to explore the economy and help us identify any issues that we may have before releasing and opening the floodgates to everyone. Since then, the team has been really hard at work pushing updates to the game each week, and because we want to meet our own standards here, we have decided to push back the beta release date just a little bit to make sure that we really get this right. So thank you for being patient with us. But in the meantime, we have extended the availability of the early access bundles, which will remain available until the beta goes live. So again, thank you for the continued support, and we will release that date as soon as we're confident that we can deliver on it. So again, thanks for your patience. We're really excited to get the beta out to you guys. All right, let's get to the new updates. So first, on our website, we've added a new cards page, and this is where you'll go to see the entire collection and familiarize yourself with the cards. It'll also be the place that you have access to all of the card PNGs and full art, alongside the definitions of all the keywords. So content creators that need the PNGs, that's where you'll go. And of course, we'll continue to add to this as cards are updated and released. All right, next, with the release of the beta test build, we also released some new visual effects and sound effects, which make the game sound super crispy, if I do say so myself, and many new UI elements with our shop and economy. So while we work on polishing up those new elements, we are also continuing development with some missing features that are definitely intended to make an appearance on the open beta launch. Now, some players may have noticed their rank appearing in the profile menu. We are in the process of finalizing our rank system so we can implement it and adjust the leaderboard to work alongside it. And with the ranks being properly implemented, that will allow us to unlock alternate game modes for our players, such as casual and tournament. Tournament will be familiar to our draft mode players, and this is where players will be able to bring their constructed decks into a paid gauntlet and go up against other players. And you won't be fighting for your rank in this, you'll be fighting for premium rewards. So players will play until they have either 7 wins or 3 losses and gain crystals and packs based off of their performance. If you manage to go all the way, you'll earn more crystals than you spent to enter, so you'll be able to queue again and again and keep reaping those rewards. Now, I will say that this mode is not for the faint of heart, but if you manage to get really good at Chrono, it will be one of the best ways to quickly fill out your collection. Let's talk about the early access rewards. So to update and clarify, we will deliver on those rewards for those who earned them as soon as we can. Most of them going to be on beta launch, but not all of them will be available, and it's really dependent upon when the feature is going to be released in the game. So things like the card overlays and titles, they won't be in a feature in the game just yet, so you'll have to be patient for them, but we will give them to you as soon as we implement the feature. And if for whatever reason the feature decides to get scrapped, we will definitely compensate you with crystals or other cosmetics to make sure that you're taken care of. Now, we've advertised that the Kickstarter backers and early access players will be earning exclusive cosmetics, but we haven't actually shown any of them off yet. So starting with our Kickstarter backers, here is your exclusive card back and emote. Very exciting. Our Kickstarter backers truly were, the first people that decided to support Chrono, so we want to make sure that they get the GOAT cosmetics to let them know that we really do think that they're the greatest of all time, and we're super thankful. And for our early access supporters, they'll be getting a space variation of our timeless card back and this animated emote of Chrono's cutest little guy, the Seedling. And finally, as a bonus surprise for the pre-alpha testers, the people who played the game before there was even a board to play on, you will be getting an inverted version of our classic card back as an extra thank you and a way for you to stick out amongst the rest as you're not just another player. And lastly, to finish off the monthly update video here, let's talk about the community, the people of Chrono. So community member Tech has been putting out some grassroots tournaments for our players in his Fate League Discord. He's been providing the competitive players a creative outlet while we work on the game. So we've been supplying him with crystals and card packs to give out as a reward to the participants alongside his own cash prizes. So a special shout out to community members Choco Tuni and Fang Yuan for being the champions of the 2 tournaments so far. Now on to these next mentions that are super cool, getting creative with the game. Silent, Arctic, and Rubinus have recently each made their own expansion in the custom card section of the Discord. So Silent Arctic explores a new keyword for the game. He came up with momentum, while Rubinus focuses a bit more on the lore of Chrono, love the lore, and introduces new ways for each syndicate to play. So thank you to you both for getting creative with the game, and anyone that chooses to participate in the custom card channel in the Chrono Discord. Next, Hopier created a third-party app called Chronosphere that serves as an in-game deck tracker. And Chronosphere will not only track your deck, but it will also track your match history and sync up with your collection to give you statistics. Now, of course, the team plans on adding many of these features ourselves here, but until then, Chronosphere serves as a very comprehensive tool to help you up your game for those tryhards out there. So it is available to download in the Chrono Discord in the Chronosphere support channel. And finally, community member Meowgician Kitty has been sharing his artistic skills with us and creating new looks and poses for Seedling. So this berry is as cute as ever, and so thank you so much for sharing your art and your creativity with us. Now, on the subject of art, one of our artists, Paul Takahashi, has recently put up some of his own Chrono pieces to print. So this is your opportunity to get physical copies of cards like Time Devourer Saval, Seedling, and Pterosaur Rider. All right, everyone, that wraps up the June updates for Chrono. Again, thank you for being patient as we push towards that beta release date. But definitely make sure that you're following Chrono on all the socials so you know exactly when that moment is going to be. So Discord, Reddit, X or Twitter, Blue Sky, and now our new YouTube channel that has tutorials and how to play videos. Make sure to check that out. And of course, a thank you to all of our players for the passion and support that you're showing Chrono. It is definitely felt from the team, and we're forever grateful. So thanks again, and see you in the next one.